Joe, thanks. So right now, it's in a breaking news update to a story that we first told you about on 2 News at 5. A deadly shooting in North Tulsa. And new since 6, the shooter is free as police say he did it in self-defense. Liz Bryant is the only reporter who spoke to the man who pulled the trigger. She's live off MLK and Apache with the very latest. Liz?
Russ, I want to show you how this front yard fence is all twisted and tangled. You can see part of the post sticking up. And the shooter, he lives just down the street. He said that he's actually in fear for his life. He wouldn't talk to us on camera because of that, but he said he was the one defending himself from the guy who crashed into this front yard after the 30-year-old shot the victim. A woman breaks down just past police tape here on Young Place. 2 crime scenes less than a block apart. This white Lincoln crashed into a front yard. Homeowner Jerome Jones wasn't inside.
In order to get to my truck, he had to avoid 2 trees in my neighbor's yard and go through her yard to get to my yard. Luckily, he missed the gas meters and everything, or this could have been a lot worse.
Just down this same police line street is where it all started around 3:30 Monday afternoon. The 30-year-old shooter, who we're not naming, told me the man, 26-year-old Jonta Perry, used to live in his house and still had items inside. The shooter said Perry strangled him. He turned blue and a neighbor came to the rescue. Police say the victim, Perry, got into his car, reached for a gun, but the shooter felt threatened and fired first. The victim drove his Lincoln a short distance later before crashing into a front yard.
It is surprising that it would happen at my front door, so to speak, but it's not surprising the situation at all. I mean, I know the north side gets a bad rap for things like this.
As the record tows that white Lincoln, Jones says there's an old lesson here on Young Place. Keep your loved ones close.
Shoot, maybe it hasn't hit me yet. It's weird, but I really just want to get back to get back to normal and put it behind us, and just all I can do is pray for the victim and pray for his family.
Now I dug deeper into 26-year-old Perry's history. He is the victim. A few charges he has, but some that stuck out in September just this last year. Police arrested him for trafficking cocaine. Then 7 days later, he faced charges for threatening to beat up a Tulsa County deputy. Live in North Tulsa tonight, Liz Bryant, 2 News works for you.
Liz, thanks. Going in depth now, Tulsa police say that we are below average for homicides for this time of year. Today is Tulsa's 19th for 2014. Last June, we were at 31. In 2009, Tulsa set a record, 71 homicides for the year.